Welcome along to SVV here in the beautiful island of Ibiza, where we are hosting a whole day of free DJ workshops in association with Pioneer and taught by Clara da Costa.
Ese tema, por ejemplo, no empieza exactamente en el principio, o sea, igual tú tienes que buscar el punto. It's like 4x4, 3, 4, 1. It's been really enjoyable actually.
Cool.
And we've still got some left to go.
Still a few sessions left to go. So yeah, how have they been so far?
Well, everyone's different. There's been a few people that have had a small amount of experience. There's actually, interestingly enough, today there was a couple of guys that had only ever DJed with vinyl on old format, so they'd never touched a Pioneer CDJ. And obviously that's really different. I had a girl in earlier that had never literally turned on the machine and put the CD in, and you take for granted when you know, but she's looking down at the light and she's like, take your time, it'll feed in itself. And so everybody's completely different, some with a little bit of experience, some with none at all.
So how long have you been DJing and how did you get started out?
Been DJing 23 years, 20 years in Ibiza this year, so a bit of an anniversary. I used to go down to my local juice bar, under 18s disco, and I asked the guy that was a DJ, I said, oh, can I watch? And they were old, like, I think it was sound as a belt-driven decks, and started off on those really. And then one week the DJ wasn't going to be there, and the promoter said, do you want to bring down your records and do it? And this guy never came back. He went off to Spain, so I ended up doing these. Yeah, like, so I was like 13, so I got my first little residency, and yeah, it really went from there, and just got good residency at S Paradise back in '92, and stayed there for about 10 years. Okay, now cue up channel 3. This is channel 3. Press the cue button. Yeah. Pull this down because we've got the volume up. We don't want the volume up yet. Keep going until you hear something. Okay, there. Right, stop.
How important do you think it is for people to kind of learn DJing, you know, from someone who is experienced like yourself?
The difference is when you're learning with someone that has had years of experience, it's not just about learning how to use the equipment, it's about teaching people to find their unique sound and how to be unique as a DJ, because everyone's in uproar at the moment, and I think it's all a little bit being magnified and exaggerated. What with the new Nexus Pioneer CDJ coming out with the sync buttons, everyone's like, oh, sync, everyone's going to be able to DJ. It's not actually true. Just because you're getting it in time, it doesn't mean that you're DJing. Ideally, you're getting 2 tracks, bring them together, and almost making a remix every time you're mixing. Ultimately, track selection and creativity is what's going to make you stand out. Inside me, it's you. Oh, you're right when you told me it's sun inside me, it's warm inside me, it's you. As a DJ, you're providing a service. The same as someone behind the bar, you're behind the decks, and the whole ego thing got in the way for a lot of people, and you know, it's a big responsibility. The people on this island are paying a lot of money to go into clubs, and you've got to deliver the goods, and if you want to stand out, you've got to spend a lot of time listening to music and not just copy other people. You've got to find a way of making yourself unique, which is hard because there are so many DJs. But it's dedication, listening to tracks, getting to know the producers you love, the labels you love, and sticking with it.
And obviously you've been in Ibiza for a few years now. What is it that kind of that brought you here and that keeps you here?
Well, ultimately the music brought me here. After that, obviously the culture and the lifestyle. You don't have anywhere else on the planet where you have so many super clubs in such a small space. This island is like a continuous music conference. I mean, if you look at some of the lineups for DC10, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. So yeah, we are in the capital of Clubland here.
And what's in store for the future for you? What you got coming up next?
Well, I'm actually probably going to make a visit to you guys, as I sort of mentioned before. I've had an engineer for years, and it's great, but I really want to be doing things more independently. So, yeah, learning, doing a few courses on production and learning to mix down really well and stuff like that. Production's really important, and a lot of us resident DJs here, because we work pretty much every day DJing. In the winter, we have more time and we dedicate it to studio.
Well, many thanks for today, and I'm sure we'll be seeing you next year as well.
Thank you. I think it's really brilliant what you're doing. Fantastic.
Thanks a lot, Clara. Cheers. So that's it here from us in the beautiful island of Ibiza. Just enough time to say a big thank you to Pioneer, to SVB, and of course Clara da Costa. I'm off to hit up a few closing parties, so we'll see you again next year.